Hey guys, it's Maxie here and welcome to the finale of the first season of my YouTube save, The Young Team with Motherwell. Season is sewing up, we are confirmed to be finishing in 8th place. We've had a little bit of resurgence at the end of the season, we'll get into that. But it's just a bit disappointing that the last game of the season is probably our hardest one of the fixtures we've had. So whether we get to show you as many of the younger talents as possible that we wish to give opportunities to here, maybe not so much, but we'll see what happens. Overall, pretty okay season, but we'll just kick on with the roundup and the game first, then we'll do a proper full roundup of the full season and what the plans are going forward. So since you last joined us, of course, that defeat to Rangers, 3 wins out of 4, we've completely changed the style up because we knew we were going to be in the bottom half of the table, and it really was going to be between us, Hearts and St Johnstone for 7th, 8th and 9th. I just felt like, let's just go with system we plan to go with next season, a proper on the deck 4-2-3-1, and hopefully get some success with that, and it's been pretty successful so far. We started off against Dundee, not the best start in the world. We actually went 2-0 down. Recent recruit back in Scottish football, Andy Driver, put them 1-0 up. Paul McGowan made it 2. I was like, oh great, not looking good for this system or for him. The last couple of months has been dreadful. But we got a penalty, David Turnbull scored that. Curtis Main with a volley to make it 2-2 just before half time. 3-2 when Elliot Freer got his first, and then James Scott got a goal after Elliot Freer got his second. So 5-2 with those 2 late goals. And the good things to see there is James Scott getting on and scoring, and Craig Tanner making his long return from injury. We gave him about 10 minutes just to really ease him in and build his fitness up. Trip to St Johnstone was poor. We gave it our best shot, but just not to be on the day. Losing 1-0 to a Tony Watt goal. This gave Tanner another 20 minutes. But we also had Scott Thompson, our 15-year-old new gen, who came on and made his professional debut. So that's him now with 2 sub appearances, the youngest Motherwell player of all time. Then had the Lanarkshire Derby, where good performance. Alan Campbell scoring and Gaboli Aribi as well. And what's really class about this one is you look at that Motherwell team: Campbell, Turnbull, Hastie, Cadden, all through the youth system. James Scott, who came on for the youth system. And we gave the right back Martin his debut at 15 as well. So that's another homegrown one. There is the other right back who's probably a wee bit better than him that came through that intake, but he's injured. So Innes has got the run out here and a good victory. And we followed it up against Livingston. Another 2-0 victory. Chris Cadden and then a late Curtis Main goal. And you can see there, Thompson gets a run out, as does James Scott as well, and Craig Tanner to build up his fitness. But it's just good seeing that midfield of that core 4, Campbell, Turnbull, Hastie and Cadden. So it puts the table in a better position. We look a lot more healthier than we did. 45 points, Hearts with 51, St Johnstone way behind with 34. Livingston have been relegated. Ex-manager Stevie Robinson is at Livingston, so he's going to be playing managing the Championship. Inverness are coming up. In terms of the relegation playoff, it goes down. It's looking likely to be, is it Dundee United versus Queen of the South is the major round? Yep, so Ayre's already out, so it likely will be Queen of the South or Dundee United. I'd imagine Dundee United taking on whoever finishes 11th. Now, I said these a while ago. For some reason, that Vanacek is one of the best players in the SPFL, and he's been pretty poor in real life. There you go again. 16 goals in 31 appearances. Just seems to do the job in this game. Goal score for fun. So yeah, Hearts are certainly going to rely on him. It'll be interesting to see if his value goes up as much as I've seen in other saves. You can see there 1.5 because of the weird inflation in this game. Even SPFL players are valued very highly, so he was at 7.5 million. So I'm intrigued to see if that follows suit here. But we'll look on to the rest of that, as I say, later on in the episode with the full roundup. We'll kick on for our game against Hearts. So the team for this one's going to see a lot of youngsters on the bench just to give opportunities. So the lineup is pretty much as you were. It'll be Carson Grimshaw, Aldred Dunn Tate, Campbell Turnbull, Hastie Cadden, Aribi and Main. Substitutes, I'm going to go with Robbie Hemfrey, the young 17-year-old goalkeeper, Carol McHugh, Chris Donaldson, the new gen, Craig Tanner to get more fitness, Jack Brown, our youngster, Scott Thompson, our new gen, and James Scott as well. If I just quickly import the workspace view, because I haven't done it since I changed skin. And the other one that I like to add, if I go quickly insert column, if I can find it. For some reason I just like having the squad numbers in as well. I don't know if I'm weird like that, but yeah, squad numbers are in too. I'll fix that later. So you can see there, first team has quite a few in the defence that are quite reasonably aged, but the midfield and up front, as I say, well, main 26, but that midfield, all youngsters. On the bench, McHugh 26, Tanner 24, and then you're pretty much 17, 15, 16, 15 and 18. So really giving the younger players a chance here. As I say, that is going to be the future of the club, so we can try and push through as many of them as we can, the better. So we'll play Hearts. We'll hopefully get an okay result here, and you can see that the system we've changed to getting balls in the box early to Curtis Main, but just allowing basically the wingers to have a bit of freedom and passing about in the middle as well. We'll give Donaldson the number 51 shirt. Just give a lot of youngsters those kind of numbers. Just hoping we can get a decent result here. It is going to be far difficult than the other games we've played. We'll see. They're actually going a wee bit of a young team as well. We get the likes of Jerry Brandon in there, Callum Morrison, Anthony Irvine, that deadly strike force of Ikepezu and Vanacek. Let's look at his goalkeeper. I don't recognise him. Kevin Silva, an American goalkeeper. Oh, he's there and it's his debut. So they've obviously decided dead rubber, and a couple of youngsters as well, Gebby and Smith on the bench too. So yeah, should be interesting. And we'll just say good luck. No massive pressure, but we'll see how it goes. It's weird getting used to the purple again, changing to the main skin. Attribute colours have been a bit iffy compared to what I'm used to, but it just keeps the game fresh. I feel if you change your skin up every so often. But I've tended to stick with that one that was on. No chance Mitchell just clears it. It was on the Steam Workshop. Just keeps it fresh. Good pressure so far, Turnbull, and unfortunately nobody wants to attack that. That's positive. We just decided may as well build to next season because of the position we were in, and certainly that changing systems helped us flourish a little bit. I just felt like playing Cadden in the 10 was getting the best out of Hastie on the right, and it means you've got Cadden on the park, he can sometimes either come off or he can replace Hastie and Tara can play in the 10, so having the versatile players as well has certainly helped. As we try and get Craig Tanner up to sharpness, but that'll be mostly for next season. He'll be fine, he'll be pretty much a brand new player we can start. Here's Grimshaw, good ball in the box, Curtis Main, and he puts it in the back of the net. Great finish there, and I can exclusively reveal that Curtis Main had a trigger extension clause in his contract, so his contract has an extra year, so it means he will either stay at Motherwell or we'll look to sell him on, but he won't be leaving in a free transfer. So that's been confirmed, and likewise for Elliot Freer, who signed a new 2-year contract, giving us another option as Curtis Main powers on another one. I just feel McCormack's going, that takes his wages away. Main, we can keep him as the main man, or McCormack's going to go, so his wages are off. So you're looking at him going, Danny Johnson, I'm probably going to try and sell as well. So if I go Main, Scott, and maybe bring somebody in, and then have another youngster as fourth choice, just gives us options. Plus Tanner was a striker as well. Here's a Capezo, looking for Mikey Johnson. If you loan somebody, that'd be great, but we'll see that happening. And that man, we warned you about, like Vanacek, powers that into the back of the net by Trevor Carson. But here's Cadden, looking for Jake Hastie. Curtis Main on a hat-trick. It's a great save there from Silva in the Hearts goal. Stop backing in. But interestingly, look at the difference in goal difference here. We are +5. St Johnstone, a position below us, -37 goal difference. In Livingston, down at the bottom there, -54. So you could maybe say our defence has been good this year. We haven't conceded too many goals compared to some other teams. And just I'd like to think we could score more. But considering where the team is at the start of the game, I was always happy just to stay up and then just build from there. Give, another 38 league games or whatever to Campbell, to Turnbull, just properly get them that experience, develop them. I mean, Turnbull looks exceptional. Good chance there for Mikey Johnson at Turnbull, honestly. If he keeps improving the way he has, should be in the English Premier League in this save, which, for our sake, hopefully attracts a massive bid from down south. Now Vanacek's in. Oh, what a save from Carson. That's a worry. We do play an extremely high line. Obviously, I don't play Aldred and Hartley together. It's a lot easier to play the high line with Charles Dunn in there because he's got the pace. Aldred, a lot can go behind him. Aribe with a chance, and he's finished it. Good ball, Aribe. 9 goals this season. I just felt playing high just gives the opportunity to really pressure the opposition, and it means they really have to stretch us to get in behind us. So it could work against every other team, but maybe when we get to the top 6, kind of teams, your Hibs, Aberdeen, Kilmarnocks, Old Firm teams, it could lead to a disaster. But 3-1 up, 20 minutes to go. It is going to be a chance for Craig Tanner to get some more fitness in, so he will come on for Chris Cadden. And put him as a supporting playmaker. 2 playmakers in there just making stuff happen. I'm probably, if I'm honest, going to go with 2 debuts, so we won't see any of the strikers in action. I'm going to give a youngster a chance to make his debut. 2 of them make their debuts, actually, I'm forgetting. Donaldson is yet to feature, but next one off coming will be Liam Grimshaw, Chris Donaldson, and the final change will be an opportunity for Jack Brown. We're unlucky there. Proper end of season, good feel about it. Give Jack Brown his chance as well. So there we go. Finished the game with a 15-year-old and a 16-year-old in the defensive line, alongside Charles Dunn and Richard Tate. I'm absolutely delighted with that. It's a really, really good result. Admittedly, they've rotated as well, and there's a lot of youngsters, but pleasing to know that the changing system's certainly been for the better. More possession, just pretty even game. The Curtis Main takes his chances, and yeah, you can see there a couple of clean sheets and a couple of career debuts. So just say to them, well done. Morale will be high going into the new season. Yeah, overall, pretty positive. You can see there, Donaldson makes his debut, Brown makes his debut. So I think that's at least 7 or 8 players that have made their debut for us. If I just quickly do that, judged by appearances. So there you go, Semple, Brown, Innes, Donaldson, Thompson, Liam Brown, James Scott's been getting chances as well. There might be even some out in loan who had a chance earlier on. The ones that have been injured, actually, if I take away that, I think it does add in the players that are out in loan. But to that you can add in Reece McClear. I'm pretty happy with that. It's given a lot of people an opportunity. So news ahead of next season. We'll try to get Gaboli Aribe back in loan. We can do it for pretty much £200 more a week. So that one we're trying to make happen. We've offered a contract to Tom Aldred. It's agreed, but we just can't afford the £2,000 sign-on fee. So hopefully, once we get our TV money or end of season money for the finishing position, we can get a bit of transfer fee and put it towards transfer budget. Put it towards that. That'd be a 1.5k wage, so cheaper than his loan deal, but he is quite getting a lot of bonuses out of that. But apart from that, people that are out of contract will be going. Gorin obviously going back to Romania. George Neal will go. Neil McLaughlin, Peter Morrison, Sean Bowers, Brock Watson, Charles Abbey, who we never really used, he'll go out. We'll try and get better loans this time from Cinetti in. Maybe just an extra striker I didn't need at the time. But everyone else, yeah, ATS will go. Everyone else is under contract, and just need to see what kind of transfer bids come in for them. So I'm going to hold the video there, and we'll have a roundup of the league going forward in a second. So as we can see, the Premiership playoff match was between the 2 Dundee sides, and for my good friend Mr Hatton, delighted to see that Dundee United are staying down as Dundee beat them 3-0 in aggregate, winning 3-0 at Tannadice before Dundee United with a 1-0 win at Dens Park. So here we're going to just round up basically all the awards and all the league championships basically in Scotland. So just the wee things you can see there, your top goal scorer was Vanacek, second was Gary Mackay-Steven, and somehow, despite me not really being happy with the amount of goals he scored, Curtis Main ended up joint second. Quite baffling considering the players that obviously Rangers and Celtic would have. I'd expected Morelos to be up there, but it is what it is. Most assists though dominated by the Old Firm players, with Candeas ahead of Izagirre, who obviously played with Tierney being sold, and James Forrest as well. Average ratings in Forrest's camp, with Toljan and Borna Barisic in third place. In terms of clean sheets, McGregor ahead of Bogdan and Lewis, so maybe Celtic split duties between Craig Gordon and Scott Bain. There was Barisic, Forrest and Mackay Stephen for the most player of the matches. So I'm going to quickly just go through the award winners. So Young Player of the Year went to Timothy Weah. He managed to score 8 goals and 5 assists in 24 appearances for Celtic. Writers' Young Player of the Year went to Joe Worrell, another loanee, this time from Nottingham Forest, 5 goals for the centre half in his 24 games for Rangers. Team of the Year. It's amazing I get none of these alerts, so that's telling me I won absolutely nothing at Motherwell. The team was Adam Bogdan, back 4 of Barisic, Katic, Boyata and Shea Logan. Midfield 4 is Timothy Weah, Olivier Nsham, Stephen Davis and James Forrest, and Odsonne Edouard and Vanacek up front. Crazy how good that Vanacek's been in this save. Madness. Players Player of the Year went to James Forrest, 10 goals, 10 assists and 26 appearances. Can't really argue with that. Goal of the season went to Jordan Jones against Hibs, followed by Ryan Gold against St Johnstone and Sean Goss against Hearts, so none of them against us. And the Football Writers Player of the Year went to James Forrest, second Borna Barisic and Daniel Candeas in third place as well. So if we look at the League Championship, you see Celtic won the league by 15 points, ahead of Rangers in 77, just 4 points ahead of Hibs, who qualified for the Europa League as well. Aberdeen finishing 4th on 67, Kelly 66, St Mirren way behind, and then as you can see in the bottom half, Hearts have qualified, winning the Scottish Cup, which we'll cover as well. So they stopped Celtic winning the treble. 8th place, I'm quite happy with it. We just need to push on from that. You can see 44 goals conceded is okay, but I'd quite like us to score more goals. But good base to start with, higher than expectations. 8th place, a quarter final in a 4th round of the FA Cup. Scottish FA Cup. I wouldn't be surprised if that's where Motherwell end up in reality. But as I say, Hamilton survived by 2 points. Dundee survived as well on 28, winning the playoff, and Livingston are down. So, with Hamilton and Dundee still in the league, I'd like to expect us to finish mid-table. That's what I've told the team, so hopefully they'll be quite happy with it. Morale's high, so hopefully we can kick on as well. So looking through the leagues, you can see here, Inverness are up as champions, 12 points ahead of Dundee United. It was a 6th place finish for Ross County, very poor for them. Alloa finishing as the bottom team and relegated. Falkirk surviving through the playoffs in the Championship. In League 1, Raith Rovers go up quite comfortably, 21 points clear of Dumbarton, pretty close to the gap that Arbroath have got in reality at the time of recording. So Raith will be playing in the Championship, and it's Stranraer and Stenhousemuir, both going down on 35 points. Stranraer losing the relegation playoff, and Brechin just surviving by 2 points, and East Fife by 3. And finally, the leagues anyway. Edinburgh City up by 2 points ahead of Annan and Peterhead, who bottle again, so Blair Henderson and co will be in League 1. Cowdenbeath winning that promotion playoff, so not bad for finishing in 4th place. And it was Berwick who finished bottom, but have also been relegated as part of the relegation playoff. If I can just quickly find that. Losing on penalties after a 3-3 aggregate draw to Cove Rangers. Cove will be in the Scottish League structure. Fortunately, the official database only goes to League 2, so we don't get the league table to show how they've done. That's cool. A couple of familiar faces in there. Ross McKinnon came through the Motherwell setup. Mitch Megison had a run, I want to say, was it Aberdeen's youth system? I really want to say. He's moving to Ayr anyway, so he's clearly too good for that level. There you go, Aberdeen's youth system. A wee bit of knowledge. Pretty sure Blair Yule played against Motherwell when he played for Cove, but I'm assuming there'll be a few more in there that have got, at least youth experience come through at SPFL. Jay McCormack sounds like somebody that's played for Hibs. It's Hearts. Not bad, they got moved to Wigan as well. Not bad at all, Jamie, not bad at all. So that is the state of the leagues. Scottish Cup, Hearts defeated Celtic 2-0 in the final. And in the League Cup, Celtic won against Aberdeen. So the treble was on the line, and Neil Lennon was unable to deliver it. They given him a new contract? They have given him a new contract. I was wondering how that would work, because Solskjaer in this save had been booted as interim manager, and Conte was in at United, and Solskjaer went back to Mulder. So probably just the way they've put that in the game. So that is us. I'm aiming to do the next video probably after the Betfred Cup, unless there's some interesting tie there that I'd actually want to show the video of, because I do want to try and get a lot of the pre-season done and try and get as much business done as possible. So it might be the start of the season, you never know. One little update before we finish. We do have our money in for finishing 8th. We got 1.3 million. Glad to say, Tom Aldred deal is done. He will sign as an official Motherwell player. The bad news is Nottingham Forest have rejected the loan bid for Gaboli Aribe and are looking to play him in the first team next year, so I'd be very surprised if we get Gaboli. We might have a chance later on in the window, but as it stands, he won't be here. But yeah, McCormack's gone as well. Just not good enough to the level we need him to be at. But that's it for this episode. As I say, we'll look and see if we can get any good players from St Etienne. But thank you for enjoying the first season. Well, I hope you enjoyed the first season at Motherwell. It was always going to be a benchmark, and we'll look on and progress from here. So thanks for watching. Hope you join us for season 2 coming up in a few days. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll speak to you real soon. Bye bye.